more paddles down here and get out there.
And various things. It's going around the blue head of the blue end this afternoon. It's got off the deck and it's moving ahead. Just on some of its previous performance. On home shore, and he is half Danny. Another solid one for another friend. Thank you very much. We'll have very popular when the syndicate.
Rock the microphone, straight from the top of my dome. Freestyler, rock the microphone, carry on with the freestyler. I got to throw on and go on, you know I got to flow on. Select us on the radio, play us cause we're friendly for ozone. But that's not us, so hold on. Tight as I rock the mic break. Oh, excuse me, pardon. That's a synchronizer with the analyzer. Mommy wipes the session. Let there be a lesson question. You carry protection, and when your heart go on like Celine Dion, come a chameleon. Yeah, straight from the top of my dome. As I rock the microphone. Yeah, straight from the top of my dome. As I rock the microphone. Yeah, straight from the top of my dome. As I rock the microphone. Yeah, straight from the top of my dome. As I rock the microphone. Styles, stilos, we bring many kilos, so you can pack yours from the barrios. Ambitious, nutritious, delicious delivery is ambitious. Just tell us we deliver anything from acapellas to propellers. Suckers get jealous, but the super marshmallows. You know they can handle us like they pay us dollars. Yeah, we come scandalous, so who the fuck is sellers? Shit them back in the palace. Yeah, straight from the top of my dome. As I rock the microphone. Yeah, straight from the top of my dome. As I rock the microphone. Yeah, straight from the top of my dome. As I rock the microphone. Yeah, straight from the top of my dome. As I rock the microphone.
advising you.
Need a hand braces.
Last official duty, I guess, of this 6-month deployment before they are free to lend their hand.
Our mission was to secure the waterway so that we could facilitate the passage of Mediterranean up to the Iraqi border. So
The Kanimbla was welcomed back to the harbour by a big fleet of civilian boats and a friendly flag. But that was nothing compared to the welcome at Garden Island. Lots of happy, anxious faces. Plenty of tears and an overwhelming feeling of pride. Commanding Officer David McCourt was the first off, and Georgia and Connor were the first to have their dad back.
Hey, mate.
But the others didn't have to wait long.
Did you have a kiss? Oh, lovely.
Kim Golding's parents were desperate to have her back.
Oh, it's been so hard missing this kid, I can tell you.
We're so proud of her.
It's so proud of her, you know, like...
And the Kanimbla's crew members are proud of themselves. Their work included intercepting Iraqi vessels with 88 underwater mines on board.
Had we not done so, had those mines been laid, then access to that port would have been delayed by months rather than a few days.
These sailors may have come home to talk of a possible naval blockade against North Korea, but all they care about now is catching up with their families. We've got a little bit of time to do it. The Kanimbla should be in Sydney for about a month. Phil Black, 7 News.
And next
on board,
7 News.
relieved to be home after a demanding tour of duty.
Almost home after 6 months at sea, HMAS Kanimbla joined by a flotilla of small craft for the run up the harbour. The amphibious warship played a major role in the Persian Gulf, boarding parties checking Iraqi shipping, neutralising attempts to mine Iraq's harbours, and playing an important command and support role for the coalition close to the coast. But despite the dangers that endured, everyone was home safe and sound. Those long months of loneliness forgotten for family and friends on the dock. Mums and dads so relieved they were finally home.
Hi, Rich! Hi, Richard!
And tears of joy from some aboard ship. By tradition, the skipper met his family first, the young son and daughter he'd missed so much.
Just great to see them home. It's wonderful. It's great to see everyone out here supporting them too.
Then came the crew.
Hey, sweetie.
No need for words here. This couple, like all those families who sent a serviceman or woman to the Gulf, overjoyed they were back.
When they went away, we didn't know what to expect, you know, and it was just so glad to see them back.
I was so proud. Very, very proud. And I'd do it again.
She's my sister and I love her and I missed her heaps.
It is an enormous relief that you're all home safely.
We heard the bombs falling on the Al-Faw Peninsula. We could feel the concussion because we were so close to the action. We were actually well forward in Iraqi territorial waters at the commencement of combat operations.
Families now left wondering whether the Kanimbla will be headed for Korea. John Hill, 10 News.
The crew of HMAS Kanimbla is finally back in its home port. The warship sailed through Sydney Heads this morning with more than 350 crew on board, plus another 100 family members who joined the ship in Cairns last weekend. The ship docked just a short time ago, welcomed home by more family and friends, along with Acting Prime Minister John Anderson. During its time in the Gulf, the Kanimbla operated as a command platform for other coalition vessels and intercepted a shipment of Iraqi mines.